Hey everyone, it's Jackson here. So in this YouTube video update, I want to talk about Star Trek Beyond. So for those who may or may not know, Star Trek Beyond, the third Star Trek movie within the rebooted franchise, premiered today, July 22nd. I actually just got home. I went to the premiere at Landmark Cinema at Jackson Square Mall here in Hamilton, Ontario. And me and my boyfriend, me and him, we went to the 4:15 show. And the movie was phenomenal. Now, as you can see here, I am wearing Captain James T. Kirk's shirt, as you can see here. So this shirt I got online at partycity.ca, and it's a replica from the shirt he wore in the Star Trek Into Darkness film. So, as you can see here, so I wore this to the premiere. When me and my boyfriend, we got there to, now keep in mind, I bought the tickets almost probably a month ago now. I reserved 2 seats for me and him, only because I didn't want to wait till the premiere day to go buy tickets and go see it. Only because the first 2 rebooted Star Trek movies, Star Trek 2009 and Star Trek Into Darkness, I wanted to go see it in theaters, and all the tickets were sold out for weeks. So by the time there were tickets available, I looked, yeah, whatever. I might as well just wait for the Blu-ray release, which I did. This time, now I'm no, I have to go see it. Premiere, theater, I'm going to reserve tickets, I don't care. And I did, and we went and had a great experience. Now, back to what I was talking about. When we got to the theater, the ticket person, I don't know the exact title, but the ticket person, a girl named Kira, she ripped our tickets, told us which showroom it was in. I went to the bathroom quickly, then me and my boyfriend went to the concession stand, and the people behind the concession stand, the 2 cast members and the assistant manager, whose name is Misty, they absolutely loved the fact that I showed up as the Star Trek captain. Okay, so the assistant manager asked if she could take a picture of me on her cell phone. I said yes. And then when we got there, I was trying to look for the Star Trek Beyond movie poster, like every other, like all the movie theaters put out, right? When it's something like that, to advertise, right? I didn't see one, so I asked her out of curiosity, and she's like, "It's upstairs. We still have to take it out. The box office downstairs. It's still under renovation. I was supposed to go there, but we need to we're going to be putting it up here for advertisement, but we haven't got around to it yet." I'm like, okay, fair enough. Just premiered today, whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we got our popcorn, candy, pop, whatever. And as we were going into the showroom to go see the film, the assistant manager, Misty, we were just by Kira again, because Kira's here, the showroom's right here, right? And then she's like, you know what I'm gonna do for you is I just sent someone to go get the movie poster, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it up, and we're gonna get a picture of you in the movie poster and your getup, and then with your permission, I would like to post the picture on our website and on our Facebook page. I was like, and what? And then she's like, if that's okay. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, sweet, on your website, Facebook page, go right ahead. I'm a social media personality anyway, so why not, right? So I gave her the A-OK for that. It took a bit for them to get the poster from upstairs down to put up in the frame. So me and my boyfriend, we grabbed our seats, and our seats were reserved for just, our 2 seats were reserved for us. Yes! Guarantee us, right? Bonus. So we sat down, got our seats. A couple minutes later, the assistant manager, Misty, comes into the rooms and gets me, and then takes a couple photos on my phone and with me in the Star Trek Beyond movie poster. And then she gave me her work email, and I sent it off directly just before the show started, directly to her email, the 2 pictures, for her to use on the theater's Facebook page and their website. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then she gave me a card to leave a survey on the website. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna definitely do a survey. She left her name and Kira's name, so that's how I remember their names. And I gave them a nice review, and I also gave a review on their Facebook page for 5 stars, because this experience is phenomenal. Now, I usually go to Simplex, like a Silver City and IMAX. That's where I usually go to see a movie in a movie theater. But I haven't been to the Jackson Square Landmark Cinema in a few years. It's like, okay, the Jackson Square Cinema is under renovation. They just put in brand new leather reclining seats. So like, okay, I want to go see how different this movie theater is compared to the last time I went. So let's just go here for the Star Trek premiere instead of going to a Simplex theater. Thank God I did, because I really enjoyed my experience. The first experience in a couple of years back at Jackson's First Cinema. I really enjoyed my experience. So I was very, very pleased with that, to say the least. And then I'm gonna read to you the review I left on the website, on the website link you gave me on the survey card. And I put, love the new leather reclining seats. Very comfortable. I love how the crew members, actually I edited that for cast members, but I love how the cast members and the assistant manager, Misty, and then the cast member Kira, went the extra mile to put up the Star Trek Beyond movie poster just so I can get a picture with it in my Captain Kirk Star Trek costume. I haven't been to your theaters in a couple of years, but coming back to see the premiere Star Trek Beyond today was very enjoyable experience for sure. I will be back to watch some more movies, which I will be. Now, they're still under construction upstairs, the box office, but the showrooms are done for the most part. The seats are very comfortable. I actually, halfway through the movie, I reclined my seat and I was just like, yes, I can recline. But so, even though there's still some construction at the concession stand, at the box office downstairs, and a couple other areas in the theater, it was still a pretty enjoyable experience to say the least. So I really love the fact that those girls went the extra mile, and they absolutely loved my Star Trek getup. Now, onto the movie itself. The movie is phenomenal. Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness was really, really good, right? So, Star Trek Beyond topped those two. Really did. It was a very... Simon Pegg, kudos to you, bud. You made a good Star Trek film. J.J. Abrams, the creator of the reboot series, he was off doing Star Wars, the new Star Wars movie, so he couldn't do the Star Trek movie, so that's why Simon Pegg took over. But it was really, 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 really well done. I really enjoyed it. Very good movie. I fucking love it. And then they paid homage to the original series cast. They paid homage to Leonard Nimoy, may he rest in peace, Godspeed. They paid homage to him. They paid homage to the young Anton Yelchin, who plays Chekhov. He died. There was something happened in his driveway of his car, and his car backed up on him and killed him on impact. So the movie was dedicated to, it said at the end credits, it said, in loving memory of Leonard Nimoy, and then after that it said for Anton, because that was the last movie Anton did. So that was really, really nice. And then he had Leonard Nimoy Spock's costume from the other movies, and then had a slide-out picture of Spock in the original cast that the young Spock saw. And near the very beginning of the movie, though, they did Spock was pulled over at a starbase, was pulled over by two fellow Vulcans, and gave him the news that Ambassador Spock passed away, and it showed the last picture of him from Star Trek Into Darkness, and then it gave a star date, which is like they that he was dead. So they paid homage to him, though. It was really good. Homage to the original cast, homage, a dedication, to Anton. It was really heartfelt. I almost wanted to cry, but it was really, really, really done up. I love the fact that they took the time to do that. And then Simon Pegg's idea in honor of George Takei, who was on the original Star Trek, who's also an LGBTQ2S+ activist in the United States and Hollywood. Simon Pegg made it so that Sulu's character was a homosexual male married with a husband and his daughter. Now, in Star Trek Generations, back in the early 90s, it was like in 1994, I do believe, there was, on the Enterprise B, there was an Ensign Demora Sulu. Well, Demora Sulu was portrayed as a little tiny girl with Sulu's husband. So that was right in the movie. That was phenomenal that they did that. Even though that George Takei said that was unfortunate, and his reasoning behind that, I still found that to be very incredible. You may think it's unfortunate, George, but that was really, that's great. I love the fact that the new Sulu is an openly gay male married to a man who they have a small little child with. phenomenal. Love the idea. Way to go, Simon Pegg. You just made the history books for Star Trek. That is for sure. Now, Hollywood took out 2 scenes. One with Sulu and Uhura talking about how Sulu's husband sacrificed a lot of things so that way Sulu can be a Starfleet officer, be on the Enterprise and whatnot, and that he was left alone raising Gamora. That was a scene in Star Trek Beyond. And then another scene was when Sulu had a reunion with his husband and his girl, his daughter, right? It showed that the two kissing, and they took that scene out as well. So there's 2 scenes: Sulu and Uhura talking, and Sulu mentioning his husband, the sacrifices his husband made, and their daughter, and then also him and his husband sharing a kiss on screen. I don't agree with taking those parts out, because you know what? The only reason I do not agree is because heterosexual couples have been seen making out on TV, movies. They've had really intense sex scenes in Hollywood, TV, movies, whatever. So why is it so different that when a gay couple kiss, just a regular kiss like any other couple in public would do, you know, hold hands and kiss, why would it be a problem to show that? Since heterosexuals do it all the time, why did you have to edit out a gay couple doing that, Sulu and his husband? Like, I don't understand that. Like, it just seems to me that there was that scene, and just before they released it to the world, they're like, oh, we gotta take this scene out. What a fucking shame. Hollywood does prove to disappoint me at certain times, and this is one of the certain times. Like, you establish the fact that the new Sulu character is openly gay in honor of George Takei, and that he has a husband raising a little girl named Gamora. So why would you take that scene out? Oh wait, because they're not straight? You have to take that scene out. No, you should have left that scene. It was a 5-second scene. And if people didn't like it, homophobic I'm gonna re-edit that word. Homophobic bigots, if they saw that they didn't like it, then there's the fucking door. Like, you should have left that scene, and for that you really put a disappointment in my heart. That was not a good move. You should have left that scene in. And then the fact that you took out the scene of Sulu and Uhura talking about Sulu, his husband, and etc., you took that out too. Why? Because they explained so much. Because the more Sulu was thrust upon us in Star Trek Generations as a grown female who was an ensign, like the pilot for the Enterprise B, right? We didn't even know that the Sulu character even had a family. And Kirk's character said that in the film, right in the very beginning of that movie. So it'd be nice to have some sort of an explanation. Yeah, we got the jets. He's married to a guy. Yeah, there's tomorrow that, okay, we get that. But to leave out the kiss and the explanation from Sulu to Uhura, that put a disappointment on the film. Those are the only 2 bad tastes in my mouth about the film, is the fact that just before they released the movie to the world, that he took out those 2 scenes. So, but other than that, the movie was really well done. And I'm gonna miss Anton as the new Chekhov, but you know what? Anton's memory will still be alive through the first 3 Star Trek movies: Star Trek Into Darkness, and now Star Trek Beyond. His memory will live on in the movies. And Godspeed, rest in peace, Anton and Leonard Nimoy. You guys have been missed, and will continue to be missed. And as regards to those 2 deleted scenes, I really hope that when the movie gets released on Blu-ray, that there's in the special features hopefully they have some deleted scenes, and they include of the scene of Sulu and Uhura talking, and of that deleted scene with Sulu kissing his husband after they have a reunion with the daughter at a starbase. So I really hope that those 2 scenes are included in the Blu-ray release. Just saying, Paramount. Just saying. And now, even though Star Trek 3 just hit theaters today, J.J. Abrams is coming back to direct Star Trek 4. That's already so quick. Star Trek 4 has been officially confirmed. Chris Hemsworth is going to come back as Captain Kirk's dad, George Kirk. So Chris Hemsworth will be coming back. And the idea for the movie has already been officialized. The script's being made. So Star Trek 4 will begin production pretty soon. Already, that was quick, eh? Now, about this new Star Trek series that's starting to film in September in Toronto, here in Canada. It's great that Star Trek Beyond a lot of it was filmed in Vancouver, BC. And it's great that the majority of the new Star Trek movie is going to be filmed here, like in Toronto, Ontario, right? But here's the downfall of the new Star Trek series. Once it airs in January of 2017, that's a few months away from now. The new Star Trek TV show will premiere on TV. The Netflixes around the world will have it, but the Netflix for America in Canada won't have the new Star Trek TV show. You have to buy a CBS All Access app, pass whatever, $5.99 American or whatever, to view the show. Which, by the way, in order for that to work, yeah, you're paying $5 whatever, but you're still gonna pay for your channel subscription with your channel ID subscription. You know what I mean? So you're still gonna have cable. And the fact that only Bell Media will be producing the show here in Canada, that's very, very limited broadcasting. So there's a money cost to it. It's not available on Netflix in Canada or the States. And if the broadcasting in Canada would be the broadcasting services would be very limited because of Bell Media. So the fact that you're using Canada to film the majority of your Star Trek now, it's such a shame that now you're limiting the broadcasting to other countries in the world, but you guys are not giving a lot to Canada, which is a big kick in the ass. Like, that's not fair. Like, you guys should make it available everywhere in Canada. Only the fact that we, as Canadians, our government has given the okay for the Star Trek Star Trek Beyond to be filmed in Vancouver. Now we're giving you the okay to start filming in September in Toronto for the new Star Trek TV show. So you should be really, you know, thinking about that. And please, make it more available, because not everyone has access to Bell Media. I am just saying. So, but I can't wait. Either way, I will find a way to watch the new Star Trek TV show when it premieres in January. That is a guarantee. But just, it's very limited to broadcasting, and you have to pay per month a subscription and already have an existing cable service with that channel, CBS. So, but I will find a way to watch it. Don't you worry about that. So hopefully Star Trek 4 will will have more LGBTQ2S+ scenes, like the new character Sulu, homage to Georgia K, openly gay, perfect. Zachary Quinto, he's openly gay, he has a partner, and Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto plays the new Spock, Chris Pine plays the new Captain James T. Kirk. Chris Pine is openly bisexual, so there's a good, you know, LGBTQ open people already on the movie. So hopefully there's more LGBTQ openness in the future movies to come. Hopefully J.J. Abrams takes that into consideration. But Star Trek Beyond, overall, for the most part, phenomenal movie. Well done. Besides those two I mentioned earlier in this video, I can't hold a candle to it. So, way to go. So anyways, go to your local theater, go see Star Trek Beyond. It's well worth your time and money. Well worth it. I'm actually thinking about going back to see it again by myself, just saying, because that's how much I really enjoyed it. So hit up your local theater. Star Trek Beyond premiered today, July 22nd, and yeah. So I'm gonna leave this video up to you guys. If you guys have any comments, if any, please feel free to leave them down below here. And as always, folks, don't ever forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Now catch you guys all on the flip side. Bye everyone, and live long and prosper.